a fall and you can put it on your new frame. Right.
How very millennial of you.
This is amazing. Definitely not to be missed. A few people told me before I was coming to Milan to try the Milanese risotto. It's like being on a water ride. Welcome to Milan, Italy.
It might be a wonky angle, I can't really see that.
Pan, pan, pan. Hello and welcome to our channel Wandering Adventures, coming to you from a very rainy Milan. We flew into Malpensa airport this morning. Oh, what? It's a little bit windy. Oh, I'm gonna have to give up with this umbrella. We flew into Malpensa airport and then got the train straight over into the city, which was really good. It was only 12 euros at 13 euros to get down here, and it took about 40 minutes, so that was really good. And we've just checked into our accommodation. Quick pizza for lunch. We've upgraded to hailstone. My fingers are already cold. These are so cool. I love these billboards that have got actual clothes in them. So the plan was to do a self-guided walking tour around the city, but the weather's actually quite bad, so I don't know whether we might move that to tomorrow. I don't know, it's getting quite bad. There are a lot of really cool buildings here, even just by walking around. The detail that is in them, just remember to look up. This is my brolly now. It's not doing much. Too many people in all of my shops. All the sculptures up there. There's so much detail. Powering on, trying to shelter from the rain. Luckily there's quite a few covered walkways. actually booked before we knew it was Milan Fashion Week, but how cool that we get to be here at the same time that it's on. It's world famous, and we've seen some really, really cool people. These stairs are so cool. Medieval square. Yeah, I was going to say it's not a square. Yeah, that's a cool seating area. Is this the Starbucks? Oh, it is. This is a really fancy Starbucks. Look at the queue. It goes all the way down there. I like this square. Says the layout of this church is unique as the single elongated rectangular nave is separated by two parts by a dividing wall. Oh, that bridge! The outer section was reserved for laymen, while the enclosure was for the cloistered nuns to attend Holy Mass. That's so cool. It doesn't look like a church, does it? This is why I love doing walking tours, whether that's guided or just a self-guided one that you get on your phone when I come to new cities, because that church was just down a pretty, not a random side street, but you would have walked past it, you wouldn't have known it was there, and to be honest, you probably wouldn't have stopped to read what it was about. So that was really interesting, and it's a good way of getting a feel of the city before you've decided what you want to spend your time on. All the little faces in the buildings. These are the same fountains as they had in Rome, with a continuous drinking water. Can't tell what it is. Just stumbled across this. Just so cool. All the statues and the different buildings in the background. Imagine in the spring that'll be prettier than dead vegetation. I can't really read it though. It says what it is, but I can't really read it because it's worn away. But you can actually walk all the way down the side of it. It's a monument dedicated to the memory of the Milanese soldiers who fell during the First World War. I can't really see it through the fence. And it's got this wall around it. Museum. You can hear a helicopter in the background, so it's probably very noisy. So this is the church where The Last Supper by Leonardo da Vinci mural is. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It took decades to build. get out and try and do as much as possible. The people I'm with aren't feeling 100%, so we had a bit of an early night last night and we're back out today. So we're heading to a chapel. First thing, it is Sunday, so it's very, very quiet, but I have checked and it is open still to the public, which is very, very good. And then we'll see where the day takes us.
And maybe Ministry of Culture?
That's what I'm thinking. Got a door.
Yeah, it's very impressive.
Tiny door. The tiny door.
There's the tiny door. Oh, we love these tiny doors. It's a very nice building. Oh, there's a sign there. Palazzo Litta. Ooh, that's what it used to look like. San Mauricio. Some graffiti on the bottom. This is where we're going. So online it says that it's not that spectacular on the outside, although I think it's a very nice building, but apparently inside it's amazing. Wow, this is pretty impressive. Look at the statues up there. The resurrection of Jesus. So decorative, and the whole thing tells a story. So each of these chapels represents a different story. So cool. So this is the individual chapels in English. Now we're going into the Hall of Nuns. There's the separation between the two. This is the Chapel of Noah's Ark. The Garden of Eden one's cool. And the baby cherubs. I wonder if it still works, the organ.
Yeah, restored in 1982, so probably not.
Oh. Constructed in 1557.
1554 to 1557, that's when it was built. And then restored in 1982.
Restored in 1982. What do you think it's used for? A tiny door? Cultured. The Museum of Archaeology. It's €5 for adults, €3 for children. But this bit, when you come in the door, is free to walk around. It's just next to the chapel.
It's free being 18, so I can go.
Sarcophagus of a lawyer. Nice limo next to an old tram. So we're staying near Cadorna, which has been a really good place to stay actually. It's a little bit quieter, so you're not kept up by the noise of the general city, but it's in walking distance of everywhere and it's right next to the castle. So this is what we can see from our street, which is amazing, and it's really close to the train station. We got the train from Malpensa Airport directly to Cadorna train station yesterday, and it was about 5 minutes to our accommodation. So I'll leave a link below of where we stayed, and it's been really good.
You ruined it. Well, it's not.
Supposed to be in it or not?
I don't know.
Welcome to the castle.
All right, yeah.
Join in. Oh, they've all got headphones on.
Oh, they've
You
all
won't
got
be able to hear
headphones. It's like a silent dance class. They look like they've just had a great time. Oh, they're doing stretches now. Here comes the rain. Did anybody bring umbrellas? It looks like there's something down there, although that might just be the way out. And then there's an exit there as well. Oh, here we go. You are here.
You are here.
Ooh. So there's a few museums there that you have to pay to go in. It is free on the first and third Tuesday of the month. That's nice. And then coming out onto the courtyard. Ooh. So the same as in Rome, most of the museums are also free on the first Sunday of every month, but some of them you do have to pre-book, so check before you come. There's a fair going on in the park. Quite a lot of screaming coming from that ride.
Ready?
It's a nice little bridge through the park. Bridge. There's just one lock on. Ah. Oh yeah.
They're on the end, but like
There are some
why?
locks.
Chunk of concrete.
It's an interesting chunk of concrete. Oh, a sculpture. Is it a sculpture? Oh, it is steps. But there's chairs. Iron chairs embedded in the thing. That's cool. So they are little seats. And then maybe people do performances. Do a performance first.
Do performance.
Yeah.
Not today.
Not today. There's another sculpture there. There's a lot, isn't there? Quite high. Hello.
No.
It's a bit wet. Can't actually sit down.
Sit on them.
Pretend to sit down. Are you filming me just in case I fall and you can put it on your frame? Right.
How very millennial of you.
How very millennial. You're not going through that little tunnel? Ooh. No, I'm not going that way. This is the other sculpture we could see. There's a ramp there for you to go up.
restaurant. Oh, that's so cool. This is such a cute little street. There's a restaurant and outdoor seating. A few people told me before I was coming to Milan to try the Milanese risotto. And this is what it looks like. We've just stopped for some lunch in Brera. It was a really lovely little restaurant actually. I had the Milanese risotto, which to be honest tasted like cheesy rice, but it was nice. It was nice. And now we're heading over to Duomo. They're very nice candles, very different. It looks very nice in the sun. I'm so glad the sun's out now. Some fashion-esque things going on there. Probably the most famous building in Milan. This is a very, very busy area. I can only imagine how busy it is in the summer. There's a bit of construction work going on. There's so much detail in here. The camera is not picking it up. The floor, the walls, the woodwork, the stained glass windows are just insane. And then the ceiling is just something else. You kind of have to see it with your own eyes though. Look at that pillar because of the sun coming through the stained glass window. No, it's the stained glass window there, so the sun's coming in and just lighting up that pillar. Window. It might be the biggest stained glass window I've ever seen. Made up of smaller ones. So this is an added extra. It's €2 per person. So we've done the inside, and now we're going into the museum.
So we tried to get our tickets through Get Your Guide, but they were sold out for the day. If you go onto the Duomo official website, they are on there, and if you use the Google Translate, you can translate it to English and it's fine. So it was €17 for entry into Duomo, the museum, the terraces, and then we paid an extra €2 to go into the archaeological area. And it was just a QR code as well, so that was really, really easy.
There's no filming in the museum.
Oh yes, no filming in the museum, so can't show you anything, sorry.
Time to go up all of the stairs to the terrace.
That's cool.
We're so high up. This is so cool. Those gargoyles there, there's a few of them in the museum. Obviously I couldn't film, but they're used for drainage, so they channel the water so that it tips off. Some of them have been removed for safety if they were getting weathered, but there's a sign there that says don't sit.
Oh yeah.
I don't think anybody would be brave enough to sit on there considering how high we are. Really? Oh. Oh no. So the plan is to be up here during the sunset, but it depends how long we last and whether we can see anything. But the sky's looking okay. A bit cloudy. But there is the sun peeking through. So I'm hoping we get to see something. But even without the sunset, this is amazing. Definitely not to be missed. I don't think there's many other places that you get to do something like this. Like, we're on the roof. That's crazy. And it's not been purpose built. Like, Shibuya Sky was amazing, but it was built. It was built to be able to stand on it and go and see the views, but this was here before all that. I'm going even further up these stairs. These stairs. Quite busy at this time of day, unsurprisingly. Look at this view. There's a penny press on the roof and I didn't know, and I collect them. Oh. That's the other side. Some of it is under construction at the minute, so you can't really see that side, but still plenty to see, and it's big enough even with all of these people. Oh yeah, they said it was closed when it's raining. It's only open when the weather's okay, which is understandable. Snuck into a little nook. We've got this view. Martini building stands out quite a lot. I don't think we're going to get much of a sunset. It's just going dark, it's not. The sun's gone. So cloudy. It's just yeah, we're not getting anything here. So there is a live stream, which is, the camera is up here on the tallest spire. It's a 24-hour live stream, which is pretty cool if you can't come in person, and you get a slightly better view because you don't have all of this. Now we're going back down. There's no sunset, so we're gonna head back down. Coloured lights in the buildings. It's quite a crowd going on here. Oh, they're dancing. Good morning from another rainy day in Milan. So today is our final day. We are working our way to the airport. So we flew into Malpensa airport, but we're actually flying home to from Bergamo because it was cheaper, and that's just the way that the flight times worked, and it gave us the most time here. So we have all of our stuff with us. So I think we're going to do a hop on hop off bus today, so that we're not walking around, particularly in the rain, with a lot of stuff. But yeah, we're just walking now to the visitor centre. It looks like it's pretty good because there's 4 different routes that you can take, and some of the routes are places that we haven't walked yet. So we should be able to see something a bit different, and if not, we get a bird's eye view, well, almost a bird's eye view of the city that we've been walking around in for the past 24 hours. So that's today's plan. Doesn't look like the weather's going to get any better, or it's actually said that it might snow later, which is fine. It means we'll have seen it in rain, snow and sunshine, so we've got a bit of everything. We keep seeing a lot of these tiny cars that only have 1, sometimes 2 seats. They're so small, but it's obviously easier to park. But we just don't have anything like that in the UK, unless you're on like a mobility scooter. But they're so tiny, and they're really cute, and some of them are different colours, different designs. They're very fun. Nice early morning walk along the castle. This has been a really, really good place to base ourselves. I'd highly recommend it.
Get you there, but it might break in 10 minutes. 11.
So we're on the bus. We went for the 24-hour option, which was €24.
There are a couple of options if you're coming for longer, 48 hours or 72 hours, and it is cheaper for children. And there's 4 different lines and you can get on any of them. They're pretty easy to spot. They've got colours on the front of them and you can get on any of them and hop on and hop off as many times as you want. Just be aware that not all of the lines start at the same time though, because we wanted to get on this green line early, but it doesn't start until 2 p.m. So you might want to check before you plan your day. It's good if it rains, although the seats do still get wet if you're on the top. Very wet. Off we go. Ah, I'm gonna be so sat here. Particularly dry. You got the one here. It's really dense. It's like being on a water ride. There's Starbucks at the start of the park. Oh, there's another one coming. There's Duomo in the rain. We've just got the bus to here. Obviously it's a very popular stop, so a lot of people getting on and off. And we're going to go and try and find the Chapel of Bones from here. It seemed to be the closest place we could get on the red line. It made me a bit dizzy.
Glad you didn't see that giant puddle that you just splashed everywhere.
Yeah, I know. You've got to embrace the rain. Right, it's a lot quieter here today, isn't it? I'm not sure if the camera is going to pick that up, but now it's raining quite heavily. The gargoyles that I mentioned that were used for drainage, you can see all of the water spurting out of them and it looks really, really cool. So the skulls were poor people that died from natural causes. And then also people that died in violent ways, like from crimes that were beheaded. Can't really see much on this bus. on the green route of the hop on hop off bus, which takes you up to the football stadium and the race course. But obviously those buses are not heated and we are now very, very soggy and pretty cold. So we're just trying to walk a little bit to warm ourselves up a bit, and then we'll be making our way to Bergamo Airport. So because we're going to a different airport, we've had to come to the central station instead of Cadana. And look at this station. This is so beautiful. Wow.
Pretty nice line.
This is a very nice train station. Thank you so much for watching this video. We've had a great time in Milan, albeit very, very wet, but even still, we've had a great weekend. If you liked this video, please do like it and follow along for our next adventures. Bye!